Hello and welcome to episode 23 of the Chucklefux podcast. My name is Josh, followed by my co-hosts Eric and Jay. Welcome to the ASR Mars segment. I'm on the right side.
I'm just so you know, I'm not gonna do that. So I don't know what fucking side you're on. You're right dab in the middle, just like the rest of us. Shut the fuck up.
We're just three idiots talking.
I'm Jay, by the way.
Bro, get off my dick.
I'm sorry. It was just so nice. It was just so nice and had sriracha on it. I'm Eric.
Imagine having sriracha on your dick. Jesus.
I feel like that would burn.
You feel like that would burn?
I one time suggested tahini on my dick to make sucking my dick more enjoyable.
You to your Mexican lover specifically?
I'm not going to reveal that information.
Welcome to another fucking racially charged episode.
It's not racially charged. It's sexually charged.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
This is a sexual episode.
Yeah, someone also tried to fucking put like, so like Mentos, right? So the mint, right?
Oh,
Put it in
no.
their mouth.
Wait,
and
no,
they
hold
give
on.
you-
Sorry. Halls, like the cough medicine, right? There's like it's like a menthol version of that or something.
Halls?
Like of Halls.
Okay.
They have menthol versions?
Or I forgot what it was. It's like the black package of Halls, right?
Well, those could be good right now.
And someone like put that in their mouth and they sucked my dick with it.
How's that for you?
Cold?
Oh yeah. It was like, yeah, I don't know. You
Getting
know,
sucked off by an Eskimo.
It's
like when
minty
you
fucking fresh, baby.
They brush your
drink-
teeth and then they suck you off.
yeah, you
Oh,
be eating
man.
like a mint or whatever. You drink water right after it's like super fucking cold. That's
Yeah.
what it was like
Oh,
on my
shit,
dick.
dude.
I
That
was gonna
was
say on your dick.
fucking wild. Yeah. So, yeah.
That's a good fucking time
So
for
I
you.
just wanted to
I
share
don't
that.
think it would be a good time, honestly.
Well, it wasn't. Well, not that it wasn't a good time. It
Mm.
was a very interesting time. Like, it was an interesting experience. Did I come from that? Absolutely fucking not, but
Hey, baby, you try everything at least once in life. That's how we roll.
exactly.
That's
I
how
tried
we
it.
bro.
That was the one time.
Yeah, and now you're fucking telling this story on a podcast because of it. Good fucking content, my guy. Truly the tits of the podcast moment.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Good job, titties.
Thanks.
Don't ever call him titties ever again.
You're
What's wrong,
welcome,
man?
ass cheeks.
Fuck.
Shut the
You
fuck
good,
up,
man?
forehead skin.
Forehead skin.
Can we make it a bit that every time you refer to me as the body part, I get more localized?
Shut up, cerebral cortex.
First it was head skin, now it's fucking forehead skin.
Shut up, wrinkles on the brain.
Shut the fuck up, earlobe.
Shut the hell up, tapered hairline.
Shut the fuck up, tonsil. Very good. So
What's up?
I've thought about.
It's never good when he thinks about something, but go.
Well, I mean, this is kind of tame.
well-
This is
Oh.
super tame.
All right.
Sometimes it's good because he's the tits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's good because I'm tits.
The first thing I could think of last time he thought about something was that how he wanted to get fucking swaddled. So I don't know if he has a good track record.
We let him cook it
yeah.
and slightly burn it, but...
Look, I burn a lot.
Melted to a
okay, so
crisp.
you were thinking...
I was thinking about what's it called? You know how we have this huge fucking thing of coins right here?
Yeah.
What if we started going through them and trying to figure out like the most valuable ones and selling them? Be kind of cool.
We gotta
be
watch all
pretty
those coin shorts.
Yeah, all the
Yeah.
coin shorts. I've saw
Yeah.
a lot of
Jaden
those.
has a good amount of coins, too.
Yeah,
I do.
yeah.
I do
It'd be
have
kind
a
of cool
good
if we
amount
could
of
start
coins.
looking through them and see if we could we have any of the valuable ones.
I was like a half-ass coin collector. Like I collected all of the different state coin.
Yeah,
like
up
above
there.
our cabinet
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now, there's a whole cardboard like
We should-
cutout.
Is it complete?
Yeah, it's
We
complete.
should
Nice.
check those. We should check if there's...
Yeah. We should
They
check
were
if
worth
they're
like $50 the last time I checked for
Oh, really?
all of them. So
For all
it's
of them?
like, for the complete set. Like,
That's
if
pretty
you-
good.
It's pretty
I
good
mean, yeah,
for
it's
like
not bad
fucking
for
quarters. I also took like fucking 3 and like a half year to actually collect everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's including every 50 state and also like the Virgin Island, Guam, and fucking Puerto Rico and like a bunch of like the other different stuff.
No, I wanted to start going through all those coins because I was like, we have a lot of fucking coins. We could just go to a
Yeah,
coin
dude.
master and just like
Yeah,
cash them in. But
could.
then I was like, oh shit. What if there's like some like more valuable ones in there? I thought it'd be pretty cool if we could we would just go through them.
It would be
yeah,
pretty
for
cool.
sure.
You reckon like the best fucking like person to manage one of those coin master is like those coin fucking people that like know which one is valuable and which one is like faulty, what year is printed. And every week they can just collect those motherfuckers and sort through them to find like the right ones,
The
you know?
I
best
see what you're
person for those, for sure. But usually it's just like people just
just a
collecting
dude.
money.
I went to Seattle to travel, and there was like a really cool like just coin and general collectible shop, and like the most expensive coin in there was like $2,000 fucking dollar. It was like a mint condition, like silver or something.
It sounds like the coin in Detroit Become Human.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah,
Connor,
yeah.
where he's just flicking the coin around. Can't believe that you can do some of the coin tricks that he does. Like the anti-gravity one where you like throw it upwards and it just looks like it floats to your other hand.
It's like bing, bing,
No, not that
one's-
one. You throw it upwards and it goes
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
in your other hand.
Oh, I see.
You can do the famous one where he just flicks it like to each hand from the sides.
Yeah.
It's just really hard because
Yeah, 'cause you have to
like
flick it hard.
Yeah, you have to flick it hard. You have to make sure that it doesn't like go at an angle.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's a really cool way to kind of show that, oh yeah, this guy's kind of a machine, you know?
Being able to do like impossible coin tricks.
Yeah.
Detroit become coin master.
Detroit
Become-
become Twink.
Ooh. all right. Here we go.
Okay. All right. Starting off strong, boys.
This is the bottom speaking.
Does anyone have a topic that they're fucking dying to go into? Because I know if I start mine, it's a can of worm that I can't fucking get back in there.
So we can cut this out if Josh really gets pissed off at this.
Okay.
But can we really not talk about how deep our assholes are?
No. I was fine with that. It was the shot glass one.
You were
I'm
fine
not
with how
with.
deep your asshole is?
Well, that's the reason why I brought it
I
up.
don't want to talk about the shot glass assholes.
Please talk about
I don't want. We've had this discussion before off the podcast.
Well, I
hated
wasn't
it.
there, so I demand to know.
Was it just me and you, Eric?
No, I don't think it was. I think Jay was there, but I don't think he was paying attention.
I just checked out.
Yeah, I just think that our assholes are deep enough to take a shot out of. And I think if there's one person whose asshole is deep enough, it's probably Josh's asshole.
What?
I think
You think he has?
You think I stuck like fingers up my ass? I haven't.
no, I think you just have like the most shot glass potential, you know?
I can see
Like
that.
if I would just like fold you in half and spread your cheeks and just take a shot out of your asshole,
Yeah,
I think
I
you would
can-
have the most complete shot out of all of us.
You
I
should
can
have
see
done it
that.
at the party. I think I would have been drunk enough, honestly.
No, I probably would have been disgusted enough that I would have thrown up in your asshole instead.
Sounds like a fucking win-win to me, boys.
It's not. It's not.
Yeah, he wouldn't have been alone if he was
Yeah.
throwing up. He would have someone else to throw up with.
Yeah.
I'm sure there was somebody else that also threw up. No?
I don't think so.
I think if
don't-
there's
I don't-
anybody, it might have been. Or our weeb friend. You have to. Oh,
What sound effect for him?
No,
Put that
I don't
sound
think
for
he
it.
threw up. I remember at one point I tried to not make him throw up. At one point of the night.
How? Like, what? What?
I gave
what
him
you
water.
try-
There's a trash can in
okay.
front
I
of
was
him.
like, what are you? I'm just gonna say, if that night when I was throwing up and like next to the bush that I was having access to, like if you were there, fucking spread eagle asshole in the air, I would have chose you instead of that bush. Just saying.
Throwing
Just
up on
saying.
us?
Why would I have the deepest asshole?
I don't know. I
You
feel
just
like
have deep asshole
well,
energy,
the thing
bro.
is like you have
Deep
like
asshole. I have a black hole of an asshole.
yeah, I mean, you just have like the most twinkish energy. You know what I mean? So I feel like you just are like you have the most bottom energy out of all of us. Like if there's one person that's gonna have the deepest asshole, it has to be you, man. I'm sorry, it just has to be. You know?
Oh, your deep asshole potential is through the roof, my guy.
Honestly, it really just is. And it's not something to be ashamed of. You need to just like lean into it, you know, and you need to just accept it.
I really enjoy sometimes just either like Josh or Bert. I would just walk by them and just be like, "You're lucky I'm not gay. If I was gay, I would have your tight little ass."
Didn't our gay friend want to fuck Bert too?
Our gay friend wanted to fuck a lot of things. Listen,
Yeah, that was back in high school too.
That doesn't make sense.
look, he was in high school. Like all high schoolers would fuck anything they're attracted
That's
to.
fair.
Friend or foe, fucking go for it.
Friend or foe?
It's survival of the fittest in high school.
It's survival of the most horny. I'm just saying, right? High school age, like a dude could look at fucking concrete and get hard. Like just anything would go.
It's like
Just
in Rick
saying.
and Morty when Morty was like, "I jerked off to a curvy piece of wood last night." It's the micro engine.
There was a fucking Reddit post where someone asked, "What's the most down bad horrendous thing you've
seen
ever
that.
done?" And then someone's like, "When I was away in the military, I once jerked off to my girlfriend's handwriting." Just the funniest
Bruh.
fucking thing.
That's honestly like the saddest one.
Right?
You know what I mean?
That whole
Yeah.
thread is just sad.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. I mean, it's meant to be.
Yeah.
What's the shittiest thing you guys have ever jerked off to?
I had like a
Wait, hold on. Do you want to think about whether you want to talk about this or not?
Do I want to talk about this?
If this gets too like personal
Personal?
or embarrassing, like I don't want you to.
It's not. If it's any of those reasons, it's more likely I'm like, am I gonna get arrested for this?
What?
What? We had like a remote like voice call lesson / like almost Zoom before Zoom thing. This is like really
Skype?
fucking early. I don't think it was Skype because it was Chinese, but it was something
Okay,
related
like
to
a
it. It's
Chinese
like
Weibo.
think about it. It's like fucking Chinese Skype. This is actually before Weibo.
Really?
Yeah, it's really early. So this is like, so I was 10 and I had this crush on this fucking gal in class. Lesson, whatever Zoom call thing was available, just like on the school website. I fucking jerked off listening to just her voice.
I think
Well, that's very creepy. One.
Yeah, 100%.
yeah.
It's not. I don't think it's something that's like it's illegal because
I
you
don't
were
think
both
it's illegal.
you were both of the same age.
Well, that's all up to you if you want to keep that up
Yeah,
there.
that's up to you, man. I don't think it's
I don't think
that bad.
It's
really
honestly
no,
not.
creepy.
It's not that bad.
It's creepy,
but it's
yeah.
not.
It's not
that
bad.
bad.
I think if you dial back to the mind of like a 10-year-old, it gets it a little bit better because like you're
Not that
when
much.
you're 10,
No.
you're not a whole person. Like you're like 1/3 of a dude when you're 10. You know?
It gets like 20% better.
I guess so. Yeah, I'll take 20%.
Like
sure,
it's
why
still
not?
it's
Whatever.
still
It
really
doesn't
creepy. It's
it
like a
really is.
10-year-old like just ripping a rat apart. You know, like that's not
Well,
like.
it's a different direction of creepy, but yeah, you.
Well, what I'm saying it's like
it's there.
it's not any better because it's a 10-year-old.
so.
It's like the 10-year-old still ripped a rat apart. You know
Now
what
that
I
I
mean?
think back to it, I was a really like suppressed child. Just
Sexually.
yeah, sexually and everything else. I was just like, I was really just not allowed to do anything. I low-key also think that this is a kind of a deep psychological thing. I think my cousin, who was older than me for like by like 3 years,
yeah.
exposed me to porn way too earlier than he should have.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
watched porn when I was like 6.
Nice.
I'm trying to think when was the earliest I've seen porn. I think 8 or 9, which is also still pretty early.
Your understanding of it is more complete at like 10 than it is
I think
before
you
that.
start learning about it. I don't think you understand it completely
Well, you
until
know-
like a couple of years later.
Yeah, probably.
Like
Yeah.
not fully understand it.
I say like 14 is when you kind of fully understand
when you
what the
fully
fuck
understand
is happening.
what pornography is in terms of like what sex is and the whole complicated relationship between that, you don't learn that until way later in life. Like there's
yeah.
so many layers to it if you want so many layers to it. You know what I mean?
That's true.
But I'm trying to think of like the most early occurrence of pornography for me. So you know
Yeah.
when is this like an Internet Explorer specific thing? It used to have like that search bar at the top right corner.
Oh,
that you
yeah.
had the
I know what you're
little
talking about, yeah.
the little search bar on the top right of the screen.
Yeah.
There was one time where like my dad was letting me use like I had like a little like laptop that was like kind of shared between like it was mainly like my laptop that I used just to like dick around or whatever. This is like early YouTube and I looked up What did I look up?
Boobies.
It had to do with tits. I'm trying to remember the specific search term that I used. I think I put naked boobs or something on it. And I was trying to look through YouTube to see if I could find naked boobs. And my
fair.
dad started walking down like the stairs because we were pet sitting at somebody's house and it was
Yeah.
a 2-story thing. Yeah, and I was trying to back out of it. I was trying to back.
That was all the internet back then, so it took a long ass time.
Yeah, it took a long ass time, and I got it. It was enough that I could get to where I was before because I was doing some kind of because my dad was trying to get me to learn how to code and everything, and it was when I was learning to make my own websites.
Yeah.
And my dad walked in and he was like, "Hey man, what are you doing?" And I think he saw that I was panicking.
Yeah.
And so he was looking over my shoulder, and I was like, "No, nothing. I'm just doing my website stuff." And he saw the top right corner where I wrote big boobs. Or I think what it used to do was it would also put the search term up there before that
your
wouldn't
most
update.
recent.
Yeah. And it would put that up there, and he's like, "What's that?" And I was like, I don't know. And then he saw that he could go forward in my I don't know, my browsing or whatever.
Yeah.
And he went forward a couple of times, and I was like, ah! And he's like, "It's fine, just don't do it again." And I was like, okay. But that was hella funny.
So there was a time where my dad, who is a slight bit technologically incompetent, right?
Yeah.
He asked me to help him with something on his phone, and I go into his phone. He's one of those dudes that have 20 fucking million windows open, and you can kind of close their application one at a time until you find what he's actually looking for.
Mm-hmm.
As I was doing that, I just saw a fucking full ass window open, not even incognito, not even hiding anything, of just fucking porn, just tits out.
What the fuck? Why are you exposing your dad like this?
Hey man, he's Chinese, he can't
man,
understand
you're an
this,
all-star.
so.
What the fuck, man? You're exposing
You
your dad.
fuck around and you find out. That's what happens when you leave whole ass porn page open for your son to scroll through.
hella
So I
funny.
was like, all right, not gonna say it. You know what's the worst part about this? He was standing behind me, looking over my shoulder too. So I
he
know,
saw
I
you.
know for a fact that he saw that I saw what the fuck he was doing. I didn't say anything because I didn't want to ruin him in front of my stepmom. So I just scrolled him, I just closed the window real fucking quick, I didn't notice. However,
That's hella funny.
I don't
Okay.
know if this is the exact catalyst, but ever since then, my dad has been, to a very uncomfortable degree, open to me about his porn watchage. And I told him this when we were getting whatever fucking food we were
I
getting.
had a thing that I was going to share with you as well that I didn't finish, but I'll tell you after you're done here.
Yeah. So Josh, this is a story exclusively for you and the Chucklefux.
What?
A month ago on Wednesday, when I get rid of my dad back to China, I basically drove him to the airport.
Oh, yeah, okay, I remember now. Yeah.
Yeah. So in the middle of that, he was like, "Hey man, I almost forgot. I really got to clear out my phone for all of the work pictures because we worked at places that might not be exactly looked fondly upon by the Chinese government." I know it's a worry that's a little bit excessive, but he was like, "I gotta get rid of a lot of these pictures I took at my workspace that can't really be a thing." So he just started deleting stuff, and then halfway through deleting stuff, he's like, "That's not the only thing I should be deleting." I'm like, "What are you? What?" And then he was like, "I have saved porn here, 4 or 5 different movies," and I was like, "Okay." And then
Movies.
yeah, my throat's really fucking dying. Yeah, but he was like, "Gotta get rid of those. Can't have the Chinese government seeing that shit." And I was like, "Yeah, Dad. Yeah, sure. Yep. Yeah, you go for it."
That's hella funny.
Oh, son, I gotta get rid of all my porn.
Yeah, it's a really
Gotta
weird
clear my
time with
browsing
my
history.
dad.
He's like a middle schooler. It's gonna be porn.
On the topic
He
of
can't let big China figure out.
There's no way he doesn't know. I think he knows and is doing it somewhat on purpose to kind of fuck with me as well, which I could appreciate. But at the same
Yeah.
time, please, come on, dude.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Show a little bit of class.
Fuck.
On the topic of dads and porn, I know
shit.
that my dad is a lesbian guy. when I was like
fucking respectable.
when I was in like middle school or something like that, me, my dad, and my stepmom all used to live in like one little room together, and we was very intimate. And my dad had like his little corner of like our room with like his computer, and all of his equipment and everything that he used to do for whatever. And there was one time where I can't remember why I was doing this, or I don't know if I was alone, or I think I was alone with my stepmom and she was asleep and I was still awake.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad,
And I started going through my dad's computer, or I went to my dad's computer because
fuck.
I wanted to I think I wanted to do something, but I don't know if you guys use Macs very often, right? But with Macs, you can pretty much like on your desktop, you can place things on top of each other, right? And you
it
can
gets
like
annoying
move,
sometimes.
Yeah, it gets really annoying, and you can move things wherever. It's not like a locked. It's not like a locked grid that whatever, right?
They just go willy nilly. I hate Mac OS because of that.
I mean, I like it because you can
It
organize
helps out
it how
sometimes, but
yeah, I mean, only if you're organized. If you're not, then like fuck, you know.
I just let the computer do its own thing. I'm like, that's it.
Yeah. But my dad.
Oh no.
Dad, instead of like having a folder of all these things, I don't know if he did this on purpose. I don't know. It was hundreds of stacked pictures on like this corner of his desktop. Hundreds.
What the fuck?
He had like so many different things on his desktop, and I was like, whoa, this is all pretty cool. It had like sound, like design stuff or whatever, like, you know, had like music that he was working on. And then it was just like, you see like text that's like all, have you seen like things that like where it's had text stacked on top of each other, like a fuck ton of it? I saw that and I was like, what the fuck is that? And I saw skin because I saw like a little bit, like a little icon, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And then I clicked on it and I was like, oh my God. And it was just like this one girl just like giving head to another one. And I was like, oh. And then there was like, I exit out of that one. I moved that picture.
How old
and
were you when you
I
saw
was
this?
maybe like 12 or something, like 11 or 12. And it was so fucking, I was like, oh my God, there's so much. It was just so funny because there was so much fucking porn there. And I was like, Jesus Christ.
I mean,
And it was
Props to your
all
dad.
lesbian porn. It was all lesbian porn.
Hey, man.
props to your dad, man.
I mean, yeah, like
That's
100%.
a fucking man that knows what he wants.
100%. It was just, oh my God. It was so
at least he
fucking
knows.
funny.
Yeah, like what Jaden said, he knows what he wants.
He
So,
knows
like,
what he wants. It was, yeah,
Oh,
it's just,
it
fuck,
takes me
dude.
like 100 pages to figure out what I want.
yeah, I kind of like willy nilly flip flop between what I want, you know?
Yeah.
I half command. They're like, fuck, I don't want this one.
but there was a thing that I was
the
trying to tell.
most fucking ADHD thing. You're watching a porn video and then you scroll down. You're like, oh, this one looks better.
But yeah, you're like, oh, you're
Yeah,
like
the most
mid watching one.
The most ADHD thing that we all saw together was Bert playing Spider-Man. Just pausing the game mid gameplay.
Didn't pause it.
He didn't.
He just
He just left.
He
just
clicked
left.
like the home on the
Yeah.
Roku remote and
Yeah.
just started watching
Yeah.
TFS. And I was like,
the
what
PS5
the fuck?
was still fucking on. He
Yeah.
was in the middle of playing Spider-Man, left the PS5 on, switches the TV input to a fucking like
To YouTube.
and started watching shorts. It was
That was
insane.
amazing.
It
Oh,
was
man.
fucking. I wouldn't put it as. I don't think amazing
Yeah, I don't
is
know
the
if
right
amazing
word
is
for it.
a word for it, but yeah.
It's at least memorable. Clearly, fuck.
I'm bringing it back to porn really
Yeah,
quick,
yeah,
just
yeah.
because I was
fuck,
trying to
here
tell
we go.
Jay
Back to your
this.
dad.
Oh no, it's not my dad anymore. It was what sound do I want to use for this guy?
But describe him.
Like,
That's not a description.
well, I'm telling you, just do a censor for this. I don't really give a shit. He's not worth.
He doesn't deserve
He
one.
doesn't deserve a censor.
Yeah.
But I used to hang out with this guy a lot, and this is when we were in high school and shit. I would hang out at his house a lot, and
Yeah.
this is when I didn't have my own kind of systems or real like computers to game on and anything. And so I would go over there, and that was the thing that we used to do. We would like play on his PS4 or PS4,
Gaming
or
buddies.
he would gaming buddies. And there was this one time where we asked his dad if we could use his laptop to play Elder Scrolls, because we used to do that It's
Fuck.
Oh, no.
Fuck.
Oh no.
Not fucking dad.
it's so
Guys, if you're a dad by chance and you're listening, hide your porn. Clearly, all of the dads that we know are fucking incompetent at that.
Hey, I don't know if my dad.
well, either that or they just don't care if you see what kind of porn they want.
Yeah, that's the worst type of dad,
My
isn't
dad
it?
uses gamer words when he plays COD.
Does he actually?
Yeah. I remember. Yeah, he plays in the living room, which is the best part. So you just hear
it's so
fucking.
That's awesome. That's hella funny. We should play
I
COD
love
with your
my
dad.
That's why I want to play COD again, just so I can play
The
with
new
my
one?
dad. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just so I can play with my dad.
Yeah,
again.
that'd be fun. But we asked Dad if we could use the laptop, and and he was like, "Oh yeah, sure." He was facing away, the laptop was facing him, and he was facing directly towards us, so we couldn't see what was happening. But he was like, "Oh yeah," and then he started like trying to do stuff like a little bit frantically, like on his laptop and everything. But I knew that was like his work computer, but it was just powerful enough to run Elder Scrolls because he had another desktop that he
Also
had somewhere
porn,
else.
clearly.
100%. Could run all kinds of porn there. But he gave it to us eventually,
He has a
right?
home server. He's like trying to transfer everything over.
I don't get it. But as soon as he gave us like the laptop, it was closed, right? And we were like, okay, cool, whatever. And when we opened it, it was just Pornhub cuck porn. We were like,
No, you did
like,
not.
oh fuck.
Oh. I feel like that's the worst thing to
That's
see.
the worst. Like, it could be any other kind of porn. It
Yeah.
could be like interracial porn
But like
or
from
like
a parent.
oh yeah, like cuck porn.
That's the worst.
That's terrible.
You know,
you know
thinking
something's
back,
fucked up in that house.
oh yeah.
thinking back and connecting the dots, that's probably where Build and Arc started.
Fucking know. I don't fucking know. But yeah, it was so fucking funny. Cause we were just trying to like, game. We were just trying to play Elder Scrolls. We were like, dude, fuck.
You want this back, sir?
I gave it back. I was gonna do it myself. I was gonna like download the game and everything, but I just kind of passed it to. I was like, "You deal with this." He was like, "Okay."
to fucking full blast.
Well, we both no. We both opened it, right? Both saw that it was porn. Right, I don't know if he saw that it was cuck porn, but I definitely did. And then we immediately just closed it, and I was like, "You deal with this." And then he opened it and like did whatever he had to do.
I hope to fucking all the merciful gods in heaven that he didn't know what cuck means at that age.
This is in high school.
I don't think I knew what cuck meant until later in high school. And this is like early high school too.
Okay, then that's.
This is like maybe
more
like
fair.
sophomore-ish year, sophomore to junior type. You know?
Hey man, much better fucking underdeveloped and not understanding cuck, having someone explain that to you than knowing what cuck means and having to experience what the fuck he just described. Just saying. Just saying.
I don't know. I just thought it was like
That's
hella
bad.
fucking. It was so fucking funny though. But it makes sense. Because his mom would always go to nightclubs and shit.
Oh no!
Like without his dad and everything. And she would come back home at like ungodly hours. Yeah.
That is not.
And then he like.
That's not a happy family.
I told you guys about like how like his dad would like.
Maybe they were really happy about it. Who knows? Like, who knows? Who don't know what's
Well,
the fuck going on? We don't
maybe
know.
he
We
did
don't know.
enjoy it since he was
know?
searching it up.
Yeah, maybe it's a healthy thing. Who knows? Maybe they have consensual cucking session. Who knows? Like, who the fuck knows?
Fuck
Not
if
my
I know.
parents.
Hey.
Fuck if I know. Fuck if I care.
But his dad would always like tell me about like how he's pretty much actively cheating on his wife. And that was fun.
Fair. Just see, maybe they're swingers. You know, maybe this is not as bad as it sounds.
Did they
Who
have
knows?
a pineapple that
Who
was
knows?
upside down?
They divorced.
They might
I mean,
have. They might have.
I don't.
Do you remember any pineapple, like, porcelain thing?
Porcelain pineapples.
Yeah, that's
pineapple
not,
shirts.
Yeah, like pineapple shirts, but they're not necessarily like, maybe they're just right
To
side
lead out
up,
of this, my
right?
eye has been twitching like irregularly for the past like week and a half or something.
It's
And I don't
probably
know.
like all the all-nighters and the caffeine you've been
Yeah, I
taking.
don't know. I don't know if that's like a
Eye twitching usually it's like, well, it could be multiple things, but like for normal people, sometimes it's just like you're just tired, like your eyes are just fucked, and they're
Yeah.
like, please, and they're just really fucking stressed. Yeah, you know, like when you're like,
Fuck.
you know when you're really fucking muscle fatigued and your legs start doing that fucking stanky leg shit on its own, and you can't like, you know,
yeah.
like
You
it's
become
the
like
eye-
a cartoon character, like
yeah, basically, like
Stank
legit.
leg.
It's like the eyelid version of that.
Uh-huh.
It got sad at the end.
Hey man, look.
Not my family. He's a piece of shit.
This really is
I
a
don't
sexually
care.
charged episode.
It is, yeah.
Listen, this is Chucklefux. Sometimes we chuckle, sometimes
Sometimes
we
we
don't.
fuck.
Sometimes
This
we
is-
just
this is a fucking
yep,
episode.
It sure
Yeah,
is.
sometimes this is a
It
fucking
sure is.
episode, and sometimes we don't really want to fuck, you know?
Yeah, it just
We
happens.
don't want to
Sometimes it
chuckle
just
or
happens.
fuck.
Yeah, sometimes our sex drive is pretty low, and, you
Yeah,
know? Sometimes
yeah.
you need hymns.
Fuck.
Fucking hate hymns, my guy.
Not again.
Fucking hate
What, you
hymns.
don't have ED?
We're changing this topic. Hold on. Can we... wait, hold on. Fuck. Shit. Fuck.
You good? You need me to fucking jump in?
Yeah, you want to go into one of your topics?
Sure.
You've been sitting on one for a bit, no?
I don't really mind. It's not something that like, you know,
Oh,
particularly
yeah, you
care
want to
about.
open that can of worms?
Sure.
Oh, I forgot that's can of worms. Yeah. Let's open this can of bitches, yeah? Bitches are worms, you know?
I have like a
Sexism.
I have like a would you rather sort of like formatted thing, right? That I want to do. Since there's three of us, I think one person should be the ultimate like mediator / decider.
I
and
think
then,
that should be you for now.
sure. And then the two of you guys
We
would
take both
whichever
ultimatures?
side that you
Okay.
would want to.
Do I know
and-
where this is going? Okay,
Yeah, and try to
So-
like give me different points of like a thing. So like
So
for
we're going
Oh.
to debate to drag you over to our side.
yeah, maybe debate's
So,
a little strong. Just bring up some points that might like whatever, right?
It's like running over that one person and the midget.
That's the base of what this is. We had a
Yeah.
really fun conversation. Well, fun's probably not the right
No,
word
fun.
to describe
It
it.
was
No,
fun.
it was fun.
But yeah, it was a fun
I grabbed the
conversation we
best
had.
points, but I still lost.
Yeah. So there's, as far as I have like the topics that I have prepared, there's a choice of 3 topics with increasingly like spicy would you rather's, I think.
So,
Increasingly
are we gonna-
spicy. Okay.
Are we going to do rounds like he does his and then I do mine?
I think that might be the best idea to
Okay,
do it.
yeah,
So,
let's do this.
as an example, this is like in the style of are there more doors or there are more fucking wheels, right?
Oh,
So,
I remember this conversation.
Yeah. Like my mind was blown recently because of that. Transistors are basically wheels that like electrons flow through. So it's like a gate system, but it uses like a
it's
wheel
like an
inside.
atom thing.
Yeah.
Like a molecular thing.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's
So
like
think
a
about like
hybrid
phones,
door
how they
wheel?
have like so many transistors in there, but they're
So
like
they're
wheels.
like, bro, everything's wheels.
Yeah.
That's such a bullshit, but
Exactly.
also kind
I
of
was
like,
like, that's fucking bullshit.
it's the most OP fucking argument.
What was
but kind
my?
of
Do
bullshit.
you remember what my stance was? Did I think
For
more
doors and wheels?
Yeah.
I think you went on doors.
I think I was Team Doors too until I heard that transistor thing. I was like, that's bullshit.
Well, okay, here's my rendition of that. As far as indoor scenario goes, we're not counting the outdoor. Do you think there are more sideways facing surfaces or upward facing surfaces?
Sideways facing surfaces.
Like vertical surfaces or horizontal
okay.
surfaces?
And not inside. Like it has to be outside.
No, not outside. It has to be inside.
Oh, it has to be inside.
Yeah, because if it's outside, you can just say the ground and it's fucking over. You see where like that falls apart?
So are there more walls or
Well, so
Well,
are you
hold
talking
on.
about?
It's just surfaces.
Okay.
Just horizontal or vertical surfaces.
Well, does the floor count as
Yes.
one surface?
Yep, sure does. And like how many means like not in terms of quantity. I'm thinking more so in terms of areas.
okay? What about those bricks? Are they separated?
Well, there's still one giant
Okay.
area.
Okay.
Well, do you count like so like these bricks, right?
yeah.
There's little spaces where like you could
They're
kind of
looking
like
at
That's
a
what I'm
brick
saying.
wall, by the
That's
way.
what I'm saying.
yeah. Like do you count all of like the little like
Sure,
the
if you want to.
centimeter bits
Sure,
of
if you want
horizontal
to.
space?
Yeah, sure, if you want to.
Then
But
horizontal.
but see, the argument
Yeah.
with that is that as far as that brick wall goes, that is a vertical facing thing in general. Because there's no way those little fucking thing will overwrite the entire surface area of the wall facing like vertical. Right? So you can argue that those spaces, tiny gaps in between, belongs to upward, downward, and like horizontal facing, but the entire area of the wall is a plus for
So you're talking
vertical
about like
surfaces.
the total measurement of the vertical space versus the horizontal space is not equal. So we're talking about the total like if I were to measure like a centimeter of horizontal space on each of those bricks, they wouldn't amount more to the vertical measurements. You know?
Well, I mean, both the argument is true. Like that on that brick wall, there are both surfaces that are facing upward and
Right.
also facing downward and also facing sideways. It's
Right.
just that, like, in terms of quantity, right? That brick wall as an object is a win for facing sideways or like vertical surfaces.
Okay. I
Is
See
it
where I'm
though?
getting at? I think so. Like if you're talking about the top of the brick, since since that's
You can't
stacked
see it.
again,
Yeah, yeah.
since it's not touchable, like it has to be tactile. Like you have to be able to touch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so are we talking about the quantity of those spaces? Like how many
No,
horizontal
area.
Okay, so area. So we're talking about like so say if I were
So-
to calculate all of that, that would
That's right.
equal to like a couple of meters of horizontal space, whereas if we were to measure that
Meters
entire
square, but
wall,
yeah.
it would be several meters of vertical space.
Yes.
So
Right?
in
We're talking
this
about that?
house
Okay.
or in general?
Vertical space, easily. Well, no.
See, that's where it gets
Ooh.
interesting. Which stand are you guys taking? Let's
No,
decide
in
that
this
first.
house or in general?
In general, any vertical, any indoor scenario. See, it's a hard one. It's a fucking hard one.
It's hard to choose because
I think vertical.
He thinks vertical. Are you stacked on vertical?
I'm stacked on
What
vertical.
about you?
I guess I'm taking horizontal.
All right, go for it.
Because
Round is fucking yours.
For every like single room that there's at least like 4 areas of vertical space, right? That almost quadruples the amount. Like for every 2 spaces of horizontal, like every 2 horizontal spaces that makes up the floor and the ceiling,
Yeah.
there's 4 spaces of vertical space, right? Granted, I'm not saying like just because there's that whatever, like not saying like the 2 horizontal spaces to vertical spaces. I'm just talking about like how do I explain that? How do I do that?
That's pretty vague. Like you're just speaking cubes.
Well, yeah, I'm talking about for every cube, right?
No, that's a valid point. For
there's-
every cube, there's only 2 surfaces that
are
are facing
horizontal.
downward or upward horizontal. Every other like thing
Is
like,
vertical.
it's vertical.
There's 2 times the amount of vertical
Yeah.
space than there is horizontal space, and that's for everything. Like a desk, you know,
Well,
like there's so much vertical space on a desk than there is than there is horizontal space.
well, it
All the
depends on
drawers.
desk. Like
Exactly.
there could be like the
Like, for
dining
example,
desk.
That table right there, so much more
But
horizontal
there's levels.
space.
There's levels though. Like,
Exactly.
even in the cabinet.
And since
like,
it's
yeah.
tactile, you can do it. Like just shelf alone, so much horizontal space.
Yeah.
But we're talking
Like,
about
even in
measured
cabinets.
though. We're
We're
talking
talking
about
about-
measured space.
We're talking about, what do you mean measured space?
You said measured space.
No, I'm just saying
Like
surface area.
surface area. Yeah. Just walls by themselves make up more surface area than any real horizontal
Yeah.
surface area
Good point.
anywhere, you know?
Yeah.
Rebuttal?
Because for every horizontal space, there has to be a vertical thing holding that thing up, right? And that cancels out at least like 20% of all horizontal space.
Good
and
point.
For
Good
the
point.
walls, like that just tops it, you know,
I'm
immediately.
thinking like in beams. So then the horizontal space could be larger, like for like in warehouses how you have like giant steel beams, there's not that much space like horizontally.
Thing like
Or, I mean,
gym,
vertically.
or like
Yeah.
warehouses where it's just empty fucking space and
Yeah.
giant fucking flat surfaces.
And then they could have like multiple levels in there. You can have
Multiple
like a
levels,
bunch of pallets.
just the outside walls, and usually warehouses has what's the most amount of shit in a warehouse? Shelves, baby. Shelves.
Shelves make up a lot of space
I'm
too.
just saying.
And tables.
Right.
Like, it's
Fucking
not
point.
but it's not just like cube tables. They're just like sticks usually.
Yep, yeah,
They're
because
stick
they don't
tables, like
want-
the
yeah.
one in the dining room.
Well, any shelves is more like fucking two sticks supporting
Yeah.
a giant platform. So he's right.
And then you have pallets too that are just like
Pallets.
stacked up on
Yep,
top of
yeah.
each other.
Anything that's
That's a lot of horizontal
anything
space right
that's
there.
flat and wide. I'm just saying, a lot of fucking
But if
horizontal.
you also think
space.
about how much, like the thickness of all of that space, right? So if you're taking, like, say, if you think about, what's a good example? Like, take that top cabinet or like the top shelf of this on top of like the fireplace over here.
Yeah.
You see that wood?
he's talking
thing,
about the
right?
mantle. Yep.
Yeah, the mantle. You see like all that horizontal space
Yeah.
that like is like the thickness of that thing. There's so much of that.
So much of thickness.
So much of like it's like a vertical like thickness, you know? Like for every
guess
single
so.
horizontal space, there is a lot of that vertical space as well.
Right. But
So
overall,
But there's
for
more.
shelves,
There's the surface area. There's
definitely
way more surface area on top of that.
way more
Like
horizontal.
even for like.
Look at those right there, like the smaller shelves underneath the mantle.
Yeah.
You see those? Like you get a strip of like
verticalness
vertical
right
space, but for
You get
horizontal,
a shit
that's
ton
a
of horizontal.
whole horizontal
And, like
thing.
look
okay?
at the storage cubes, right? Yeah, sure. You have a lot of.
Well, I wouldn't go for the
verticalness.
storage cube.
No, there's definitely way more vertical space.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think building wise, right? There's
Mm-hmm.
so much more vertical space than there is horizontal space if you're just talking about the building itself.
Yeah.
Just regardless of how wide it is, because we have to all think of like pillars and
Yeah.
stuff. There's a fuck ton of pillars to even support that much horizontal space.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, but I also thought of like supermarkets. Yeah, they have like the
The
cabinet
amount
walls.
of shelves in the
But
supermarket
there-
is
yeah, there's a
insane.
shit ton of
It's
shelves.
insane, my guy.
Like, and then there's
There's
also
almost no vertical surfaces in those shelves.
Okay,
They're-
what about people? There's more vertical space on people than there is horizontal space.
Huh. Yeah, I guess I never thought about people. Yeah, sure.
There's 8 billion people.
and they're all indoors.
Yeah, they are all indoors.
There's no homeless people. They all have homes.
Wait,
Not all of them. Not all of them.
what if the ratio changes when it's nighttime? It's more surfaces that's vertical because of people indoor. Wait, but it's nighttime. There's laying down. So technically, technically that's
But
horizontal.
only for like at most 8 hours though.
Bro, I'm horizontal.
Oh shit!
I don't know if I consider that a win for me, but
What? People?
yeah, people.
There's also conveyor belts. They like if you like cut them open and like stretch them out, that's a lot of horizontal surface
But there's way more
there
people
too.
than there are conveyor belts.
Ooh, conveyor belts are, but I don't think there's too much conveyor belt. Like conveyor belt could technically be considered a type of shelving, like you put stuff on it.
I was talking about like the ones at the supermarket.
Poles.
But poles are thin.
There's a lot of them though.
You can put shelves on poles.
There are a lot of poles.
There's a lot of fucking
there
poles.
are a lot of fucking poles.
And most, if not all, poles are vertical. They're not really set horizontally.
Well, then yeah, guys, think about the supporting beams. Those
That's
are
true. Supporting
those are horizontal.
supporting beams technically have more vertical facing areas
would say.
than horizontal facing areas.
But like in warehouses and supermarkets,
Honestly, I would say
where you're, like,
beams are pretty
supporting things-
50-50.
That's fair. I can take that. I think vertical is set at bidding at this point in time.
Wait,
There's
is
also-
that because of the people?
No, definitely not because of the people. I'm not counting people as a
Okay.
serious argument, but people is a very
Fuck.
amusing idea. But people just move around too much for it to be a set thing, you know?
Yeah. Let's
You
see.
got any ideas?
I was gonna say cars. As
It's
an
an
interior,
outside
the
thing.
interior of a car.
The interior of a car. Fair enough. Yeah, I guess that's
You have the
considered technically
dashboard
interior.
there. There's a lot of surfaces.
I
There's
think
like
that's
a lot
a
of smoke.
50-50 because
You got
like
a lot of
all
walls,
the
you got
doors,
doors.
like the back of the chair and the front of this, like this, the backrest that you have is technically like vertical spaces.
But you
and-
can also like lean it back.
Well,
now
it's
you got people,
moving. I think
Mm.
default is standing straight up, so I will count those as like vertical facing surfaces. If you watch this, I'm about to fucking blow this thing out of the water. Paper.
Posters. You got large posters, my guy.
That's true.
Billboards.
Phones.
I'm just saying, at an office building, the stacks of paper that are there, it's insane.
Filing cabinets.
That's a lot of vertical paper.
That's a lot of vertical
That's
paper.
a lot. Maybe paper is 50-50.
What about stools?
Uh-oh. What about schools?
Schools could also have filing
I
cabinets.
said stools.
Oh, stools. Stools?
Yeah, I mean, I guess
Like
most...
this kind of stool?
I guess most chairs without a backrest is technically like horizontal based.
The legs, though. Legs form most of that stool.
No, but they have like the little
Not
feet
surface
things that-
area.
Yeah.
What?
I don't think surface area is it's like
If you're talking about like these stools, then yeah.
There's
That's
a lot
fair.
of shelves and cabinets too.
We're back on the shelves and the cabinets.
No, I think
like-
the
like in
shelf
the-
thing
in the
it's
kitchen.
done.
But all of it has like a large vertical space. I don't think.
And horizontal.
I
Like
don't
they
know-
stick out pretty far. If you think
Guys,
about it.
I honestly think like vertical takes this one. I don't see any major winning factors for it. Like at most, some of the stuff is like slight bit of a win, but also for every like surface that's facing up and down, there's so much support and stuff for it.
Check this shit out.
Oh no, oh no.
A midget can't get
What?
Oh, what?
a midget will survive horizontally getting run over by a train.
Callback. No one
God damn it! God damn it!
A midget's just straight up dead if they're vertical, man. If they're horizontal, they won't. They might get.
What the
might get hit.
is this, my guy?
Oh shit! God damn it!
That's it. I'm ending this fucking discussion.
Well,
Vertical
what
wins.
Vertical wins or
Yes.
horizontal wins?
Vertical.
Vertical
No.
wins.
I think
Honestly, I
so.
have no idea why the fuck vertical won.
I mean, vertical is pretty compelling. Like
Based on what? What are the big superpowers of vertical?
the big superpower for the vertical is that for every supported cube-like rectangular structure, there are more, almost double the vertical space than there is horizontal spaces. How are we feeling about this bit? Are we trying to do 2 whole more, or should we just escalate to the top most heated thing that I think we
well,
have?
let's get another exercise in, right?
Okay.
Let's do one more.
This one might need a little bit more work. I was kind of finicky about this
Fuck,
one.
I
Let's see
should
how it
brought
goes.
up mattresses.
Oh yeah, mattresses, beds,
Yeah, and cushions.
but
I also
also
could
there's
brought up the futon, how it could be vertical and
Blankets.
laying down.
blankets.
Yeah, blankets
is a good
too.
one.
Blankets is a really good one. There's
Yeah,
not
blankets
very
is a
many arguments for
really good
vertical
one.
there.
Oh yeah, and like all
And
the
pillows.
hotel beds.
Pillows,
Pillows is
Pillows is-
situational. I think
yeah,
pillows could be
it's too
canceled out
finical.
50-50.
yeah, I think it's too finicky because like when your bed is nicely made,
Yeah.
you know, or if you have like a person that has a lot of
seat
pillows,
cushions, 100%.
Oh yeah.
I think a lot of it gets
Plates,
taken
my
out.
guy.
You should have
have
said
brought up
plates.
plates.
That's a huge one right there.
Cups, but cups though.
More plates than cups.
Is there though?
I think so. More surface area on
I
a
think
plate than
for-
there is a cup.
Every plate,
Nah.
there's at least one cup.
Nope, I don't think so. Think if you go to a restaurant, right? How many plates of food are you likely to get, and how many cups?
There's bowls too.
Usually
I would
one
lose
cup.
because of bowls.
I guess so. Yeah, his bowl technically is mostly vertical,
Yeah.
depending on what kind of bowl. Either way, right?
Yeah.
Like he could bring up stuff like buckets. You're
Forks.
fucked.
Yeah, buckets.
Yeah. Carpets. Rugs. Lots of rugs.
Yeah, lots of rugs.
Lots of rugs.
Honestly, I think blankets would have done it.
Yeah.
Blankets is a huge one.
That
my
would have been
guy.
a huge
There's
win.
so many fucking
There's
blankets.
nothing I could say to
Yeah.
blankets. Like
Also,
nobody hangs
like
their blankets.
For every bed, there's at least like 2-3 different like sheets, blankets, whatever the fuck,
least,
just
yeah.
layered. It's insane. Okay.
And I'm the mediator, right?
Yeah.
Yes. You have been given $20,000. You can use it in one or two ways. One, you can convert it into store credit for one store of your choice.
Or strippers and blow.
Convince me of strippers and blow. Wait. So you can trade in store credit for an entire store?
What do you mean?
Say that one more time.
For
Say it.
one store.
For one store of your choice.
Oh,
Any
okay,
store
okay,
of your
okay.
choice.
Got it.
Like $20,000.
No, baby, chill out.
Anywhere commercial store that sells stuff, you can trade that shit in, right? And then on the other side of that, you can, and the store credit could last for however many long because it's fucking store credit. As long as the store exists, the credit exists.
Okay.
Other way, you can use it all at once for travel expenses on a trip of your choosing. And the trip doesn't have to have one singular destination. You can pick multiple destinations. And those are just for travel expenses. Like, you can't just be like, I'm going to go to this place and shop there. Like, that doesn't count because that's just shopping. And, like, I'm trying to limit the amount of usage and how you use it for this free $20K.
So
I'll
$20,000 to get store credit at any store of my choosing.
Yeah. But
Or
it has to only be one store. And once you choose,
one
you can't
store,
really
yeah,
pick.
like a Target or something.
Yeah.
Like a Target.
Or $20,000 towards
We're
traveling
choosing for you.
expensive.
Yeah, traveling expenses to a trip of your choosing. Keyword being trip. You could be multiple fucking area, multiple countries.
Yeah, just going there.
Yeah, technically.
Yeah. So it's
So
just okay. Got it.
The really like the argument point that I saw in this is really like versatility. Which one is more versatile? How can you get more out of this thing?
Okay. Cool. I got it. Understood.
Which side do you want to choose? You seem
I'm
to
doing
have
the
one
one
already.
store.
You want to go for store?
Yeah.
All right, I'll stick with
I
travel
think I
then.
know exactly where you're going with this. But
Go
okay.
for
Yeah,
it.
you already made your own point, man. Target. It has everything you need.
Okay.
Think about all the. You have 20,000. Think
I
about
think
how
he's playing
long
to
that
his
can
R.
last. Think about how long $20,000 you can last.
Okay,
I know deep down inside that you can be good with your money. You can
All right.
you can set a budget each month, get all your groceries there, get all the clothes you want for that season.
Right.
Think about how much Target merch you already have.
You're right.
You already have the red card as well, so that's a discount.
I
so
don't.
then
Not
you'll-
anymore. I can re-get it though.
No, yeah, with the $20,000 you can get it again.
Fair enough. I'd be saving at least 5%.
And then if you just choose wisely, go for clearance as well.
You're right.
There's more money being saved, and then you can use even longer.
You're right.
And press.
Yeah, and press. And press. Yeah.
You can't think good press is a good point, man. I can't
Nice.
argue with press. Press
Nice.
is good.
Nice.
Think about how poor you are too.
Oh, you're right.
You can't. you can't.
All right.
You can't have a good time in other countries.
If I'm poor.
Yes. You can't have a nice hotel.
You're right.
You can't have nice
Unfortunately,
food out there.
You are not poor if you're traveling with $20,000 to any place you're choosing. It could be a luxury fucking thing, and you choose how much you want to travel. It's so versatile because you can either go to a lot of places, be cheap about it, and get okay hotels, or even if you want to only visit one place or two, for example, if you want to go to like Ireland, you can take a fat fucking cruise if you want, travel the entire goddamn country, eat good ass food that you can't have at Target, just saying, once in a lifetime experience, right? And that shit's all paid for.
Shit.
Sounds like a good fucking time, my guy.
I mean,
I'm just saying.
Ireland.
Just saying. Ireland, baby.
I mean,
Ireland, baby. I'm
You know?
telling you.
But you can always save up for Ireland. Like,
You can always save off the Target. I
Well,
think if
why
anything,
the fuck would I save?
yeah,
for
why would
Target?
he save for Target?
Well,
if
you-
he has a
you
set
technically wouldn't
expense
save up for
saved,
Target.
Okay.
But you buy stuff from Target regularly anyways. What's so special about getting like, you're just taking like a thing that you can only spend in Target. Think of the potential, like the experiences. You can go to concerts.
Concerts to where? Well, where? In the country? In
To
a
like
diff-
wherever
a-
you're traveling. Like for example, if you go to fucking Florence, if you go to Italy, you can go to opera houses. That's paid for expenses for traveling. It's an experience.
Yeah.
You can get tickets to stuff that you haven't been to before. You know, like if there's a famous theme park, like honestly, it's a good time.
But how are you gonna afford your luggage and your backpacks?
You can get it from Target for like
you're right.
$200, you know, which is like a fraction of the travel expenses that you would be spending. Just saying.
That's fair.
It's a good time.
Fair.
You can always get Target stuff whenever you want, but like think about how long of saving up do you have to do to travel, and by the time you do it, how old are you going to be?
That's true. I am very poor. And I would like to travel.
Think of how many expenses you're saving just by you can spend like as much money as you want to your travel funds just by just shopping at Target though.
Are you stuck on Target? You don't have to stick
Or
to
Walmart.
one.
You can
Walmart's
pick
even
any
bigger.
store.
You have so much
the
to have Walmart
same
too.
store. Like
I just think it's really funny how he's like really set on Target.
I mean, to be fair, like a huge department store, it's a great argument.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you have
100%.
everything you need, basically. You can get your like
You can get your
daily
groceries.
necessity taken
Yeah.
care
You can
of.
get
like,
your whole
technically.
outfit done
I don't know why
over
I'm
there.
arguing for this guy. I'm on the wrong side here. What the fuck am I doing?
You can fix all of our silverware, pots and pans.
I already have fixed all of our silverware. I used that gift that my Mexican lover gave me for silverware.
I mean, pots and pans.
yeah. Pots and pans would be the more prominent argument here. Okay, all right. I'm still leaning towards the traveling.
Or you
bit.
can use it at Best Buy.
Best
Get all-
Buy.
Huh? You can get all the new tech out there.
That is true. I can get a new graphics card. I mean, a newer
You
graphics
can get a
card.
better PC than what you have right now. You can get better whole system.
Right, but once you decide on Best Buy, you're stuck with just electronics. I don't know how far that's gonna take you with $20,000 worth of shit. Like, what are you gonna buy there?
You can
By the
get-
time you build your
You
dream
can get a home
PC,
theater.
I could get a home theater. I could fucking
where are you gonna fucking
I could
put it?
crypto mine.
Yeah, you can do that too. You can earn more money by crypto mining.
Earn more money by crypto mining. I could like do it so much and for so long that I would be financially free, and then I could travel.
Yeah.
That is a good fucking point. But think of so here's where the real game fucking begins, right? Travel expenses and experiences are rarely flexible. Think of how many clubs and just mad bitches you can spend money on if you go traveling. And not just any bitches, foreign bitches. I'm talking about accents. I'm talking about that full fucking package, my guy. Just saying.
Accents are really
Just
fucking
saying.
high.
That's a one-time deal, though. If you crypto mine, you're set for life. You can do as many times as you want, man.
That's also fair.
How long are
I'm
you
kind
gonna
of
wait for
split
that?
50-50.
How long are you gonna wait for that? I'm just saying,
And that's at Best
time-wise.
Buy too. You can choose any.
If I have
It
20,000,
doesn't have to be an in-store store. It doesn't have to be an in-store store. It can be an online store as well. You can use Amazon.
I don't know about online
Amazon.
stores because Amazon is basically the entire world. It has to be store credit. Let's just.
but Amazon that's
That
the whole
is store
world.
credady.
That's
Amazon is store credit.
but then I would
technically.
be spending money on like delivery fees and everything.
I don't know.
Well, you can
if-
get Prime.
Yeah, no, I'm really 50-50
Give me
here,
a second.
right?
I'm really racking my brain here. I think I have something if I think really hard.
Yeah, because I could like spend a lot of money on stuff to help me like start a business or I don't
Yeah,
know.
but you're always just really limited by the store, aren't you?
I mean, Amazon
one
really
fucking store.
doesn't limit me all that much. You know what I mean? If it's Amazon, I could just all that money that I'm saving on just the store credit, I could totally afford Amazon Prime. I'm making the argument for you, man.
No, yeah. You didn't say online store, man. You just limited it at store credit. And Amazon is a store, technically.
Yeah.
That's a really cheap shot.
Well, you brought
Amazon's
this argument yourself. So.
such a fucking cheap shot.
He has all of Amazon to his disposal.
Life events. You can go to a place. Also, it's a trip, so it doesn't have to be one country. You can go through the entirety of Europe, my guy. You can go Ireland. You can if you like $20,000, it's a lot.
The crypto mining, you can get
It
more than that.
it could probably do
And you can
like
shop.
Yeah.
you can probably do okay, like one trip to a place, even extravagantly, is probably just like a couple of $1,000s. I can't really imagine it being more expensive than that. Like the trip that you can plan it's going to be insane. Think about this way, right? Say if you start whatever career you're starting, right? When have you ever seen, like in the middle of their businessmen being very free and have a lot of time? Almost never, because they have work to do. Like they have business to manage. They have so much shit that they need to do.
I mean,
right?
you could just make business trips focused on that one place you want to go to, and
Right
then
now,
do it like for a week, and then the next week you just chill.
it really depends on the business that you're starting and what kind of business are you
I'm
really
sure-
just trying to fucking.
I'm sure Eric's smart enough to do a business.
also-
that he can do.
He's just trying to butter me up now.
And really, I'm just saying, if you're trying to start a business that would continuously earn you money,
Uh-huh.
I don't know if 2,000, not 2,000, I don't know
20,000?
if 20,000 is going to be enough. 20,000 is really
Okay.
not a lot. You have to work really hard for an upstart company. Because imagine
Yeah.
like people that start a company, how much do they take out for loans?
Right.
Clearly more than fucking $20,000 around the price of like a mid car at this economy.
You could buy an NFT.
So here's where I'm at right now. You've gotten me with the whole multi-destination thing, right? I can make a trip out of going to multiple countries, and that can be the one trip, right?
Yep.
So you've got me there, right? So I'm slightly leaning towards over here, right?
Yes.
I'm slightly leaning over there, but there's not very much that would take me to lean all the way back over to this side where I could just crypto mine and I could just do that hella easy.
Would it be though?
Huh?
Do you know anything about crypto mining?
I
You got
tried.
me.
Yeah, I've tried. I mean, I've done it in the past. Now with not very much success, just because I was using that computer to do it, which isn't the most powerful thing in the world.
I bet if
If
you
you had,
look
like-
up like how much to invest in this like sizable crypto mining farm, it's more, way more than 20K. 20K is really not that big of
20K
an
is a good
amount.
starting point. He can build up at 20K,
I'm just saying
build
there's
up like a good amount in like 3 months.
I'm
and
just
then
saying, with the
go even
business
further.
idea, it's not entirely a guarantee. There is a certain risk. You could make it big while doing business. You could also fucked up and blow it all for no fucking reason. And now you're just, with a bunch of shit and you can't really crypto mine because of like, all the different competition. And now you're really just going like,
Well,
should have fucked those hookers in Ireland.
no
Just say it.
competition.
There's not like a competition
No,
thing
yeah,
for crypto
it's
mining.
just a one person does it all thing.
Yeah, I just got a bunch of technology and I just use it to
Yeah,
gain
I-
me money.
The
I would just have to
bottom
pay
of
for
the
expenses.
line, I just really don't think 20,000 is going to be enough
It's a
for
good
you
starting
to really
point.
start.
That's the thing.
Honestly, 20,000 could get me a lot.
No,
All I have to
yeah.
do is just get like the very bare minimum to get very powerful cards to work. I could get at least like 15 different cards with other parts that are kind of just whatever, and I can make them work.
And that's just passive income.
That's passive income. While as soon as I set that up, afterwards I'm chilling.
Yeah,
I could
he
work
doesn't have
on
to worry
top
about
of
anything
that.
else.
Yeah, I could use the money that I gain from like crypto mining, like I could split that between my living expensive and saving for the future, while the current job that I have I could use to do whatever I want.
Yeah, that's just fuck all money.
That's my fuck all money, yeah.
Mm,
Are you doing research?
crypto mining, I sure am.
Cuz I could get like 10 to 15 like
4090s.
4090s, and that would
generate a lot.
give me a lot.
I think with 4090s.
Just with that the computer,
laptop?
the laptop, I generated like $40
And how long?
for an entire month.
That's good.
That's not that bad for me not doing anything and
That's
just
passive
letting that
income right there.
that's
So
passive.
maybe with like all the 4090s, you could make a few thousand, honestly.
Yeah.
Here it goes. The cost of building a crypto mining rig mainly depends on the cost of the hardware. A typical crypto mining rig with 6 GPUs should cost anywhere from $1,000 to $4,000. So saying if you're
I can
getting
get
the best
5
of the
of those.
best, you
Yeah,
can get
you can get
around
5 of them.
5 of those. And
And how much
Let's
does
see.
that? How much would like the 4,000
crypto
and generate?
mining
In a month.
rig. So with a 4090, on average, one day you should be able to mine 80 cents. Well, 81. So in a week, that's $6.
Well, that's only one of them.
Yeah, it's only one of them.
Right, there's only one of them.
So if I were to have a rig that costs, say, $4,000, right, on the max, and
That's
buy 5 of those,
yeah.
So multiply that number by 5. So $30, multiply that by 4. That's $120 every month.
That's not a lot of money.
It's not a lot of money, but that's for the month, right? And if I don't
Right.
do anything with it, right, it gradually becomes more and more money.
Right. It's like saving up because let's assume that that's
Like
a
an interest
consistent
saving
rate,
up, yeah.
right? Like I'm assuming you're gonna take this and invest in like more mining rigs.
Yeah.
I could, or I could just let
Because
it
to
sit.
get the amount of profit where you have fuck it throw around money, you're gonna need more than 5 rigs, my guy. Because 5 rigs, averaging like what 126 a month. That's not a lot of profit for you to really throw around. You're gonna need more rigs than that to kind of do that. So I'm assuming you're taking what you earn and you're like investing it in more rigs.
Unless I solar power it. Nah, doing the math, I'm leaning towards the traveling bit.
Oh.
I'm leaning towards the
Fucking
traveling
got
bit.
him, baby.
If I can't generate more money with the money that's there, then I'd rather build experiences from that.
Man, why do we have to calculate that shit?
Well, okay, from what we calculated, right? Let's say we're extremely far off. Let's say you triple the amount of profit from what we calculated, which is a very high ball thing from what we calculated. Say everything is wrong, right? Triple 126 something is still less than 500 per month.
But that's rent.
That's just rent.
But imagine if I were to put that amount of money aside for a long time. That's an investment for the future, right?
Yeah, so it's traveling and building experiences.
Not really. When I'm 80, I'm going to forget half of that shit. But
I'm
we'll
just
see
saying,
if I make it to 80. But
if it's a trip where you plan well and it's really nice and you go to all the places that you want to hit because it's fucking essentially free for $20. Like if you're going
what constitutes as travel expenses?
anything that is an experience and you can't really take away. So no shopping. Taken care
define
of.
shopping. Like just going to a store there and
Any
shopping?
item that you can take home has to be really limited. You can't really like buy anything. Like that's not
Food
travel
shopping.
expense. Food is different because you're not going to be taking
It's a
that
necessity.
home. It's a necessity, and also you won't be able to grab it and go home with it.
I could take a tortellini home.
You could.
Put it in my pocket.
I remember this. Hey, that's how the funds, man. You can't do that.
I like resin the tortellini.
You laminate it.
Laminated.
I'll say like I think there's an allowance for souvenirs, but it's very limited. You can't be buying shit.
That's
like, all over
bullshit.
the
Then.
place,
That's
you know?
that's shopping.
Yeah, exactly. So you're not allowed to really do that.
Then he can't. Then all he has is memories.
Well, yeah, that's what traveling is.
I would usually like to have a souvenir too, to like.
Yeah, you can have
Remember-
souvenirs.
I don't really
can't
care
No.
about
just be-
souvenirs.
It
Really?
can't
Honestly,
really be anything
I don't really care.
extravagant. Like if you want to get like a fucking keychain, sure, go for it. If you want to fucking say I want to buy a Ferrari, then no. Like the fuck, that's not a thing, you know?
A Ferrari.
For a while we.
Ferrari. My
No, I don't really-
voice is really fun.
I don't really care about souvenirs.
I'm
Honestly,
just saying, cool experiences.
cool. Cool
Stay with me
experiences
for a lifetime.
is definitely a thing. I could also limit the amount of things that I do and take others with me.
You could do that as well, I guess so, because they're technically travel expenses. Like you can.
I'm really making these arguments for both of y'all.
Yeah,
All right, where are
Taking
we
other.
going with this?
that's less places you can go to though.
I mean,
That's as far as I go in terms
Well,
of giving a shit to
think
argue
about this, right?
Yeah.
Me trying to go to Ireland, right? I didn't really want to go at the end of the day because I would have been going with people that I didn't want to go with, right? So traveling isn't really worth it. I do want to get to a spicy one, so I'm gonna
Alright.
decide, right?
Go for it.
Traveling.
Let's go, baby.
God damn.
Traveling because if I can't really generate all that much wealth from the things that I buy, you know what I mean? Like it's not really all that
That's
worth.
poor expenses on your end. Then.
More expenses. Yeah. I mean, it totally could be. I totally see the value in like
should've just
doing
get
like
an
the mining.
You should just get an NFT and then
What store is selling an NFT?
online store.
Twitter?
Josh, when I was thinking about this topic, I was like,
Nice.
if I have to be on a side, which side would I pick? It wouldn't really matter which side I pick because I would let you choose first or let the other person choose first regardless. But my biggest argument I could think of when we're thinking about the store thing is he can just go get a car. He would just have a car. like a whole ass car. He won't have to make any payment. He would just have a car. Like, just saying.
I forgot about a dealership.
Just saying.
If you made that, if you said that, you would have totally won. You would have totally won. You totally would have won because I could go anywhere.
Yeah, fuck.
I was thinking about that. I was like, oh man, when I was talking about like, well, yeah, I think it's gonna take more than like you can just get it's just like the price of a car. That's not enough to start a business. In my mind, I was like, oh shit.
I like spaced out during that.
Yeah, no, a car would have totally won that.
Fuck.
Like, no
Oh,
matter
fuck,
what he
dude.
would have said
Oh, yeah.
afterwards, I would have been like, I could go to Canada. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I could drive to
Yeah.
Canada. I could drive to fucking Brazil. You know what I mean? Not that I would want to do that, but I could drive anywhere. I could visit people. I could go places.
Just the immediate freedom he gets from having a car, it's insane.
Immeasurable. I don't give a fuck if I can go travel. If I can travel from here to Jack in the Box whenever I want in 5 minutes, that's totally worth it.
I didn't think of a dealership as a sport though, or as a store though.
It's a store.
Yeah, granted, that is kind of.
That's kind of a stretch.
It's kind of a stretch just because you can't really have store
only,
credit.
I only
Yeah.
won, I think, because the mining thing didn't fall, it like fell through. Because honestly,
No,
like, I didn't
honestly, I
even,
would have. Once I thought about the whole like me going with people and I could
Yeah.
take people with me, then that pretty much like won it for me.
That's pretty good. I didn't even think about Amazon as a potential quote unquote store. So when Amazon came up, I was like, fuck. Like that's the whole goddamn world.
I mean, Amazon is good, but like I don't think I'm that much of a spender. You know what I mean?
That's
Not
fair.
anymore. I don't think I'm
That's
that
fair.
much of a spender anymore.
if it was past Lino.
That's fair.
If it was me like in 2020, oh my god, I would be like, oh yeah, fuck it, fuck
Yeah,
it.
dump that whole shit on Amazon. Easy money.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Oh, fuck.
No, yeah, I didn't think of a dealership because that's kind of a stretch.
It is kind of a stretch. You can't.
Yeah,
there's
it's a
not,
little bit of a
like
stretch.
stores credit doesn't really. Like, what dealership have you ever thought of that does store credit?
Yeah,
you
that's
can't buy
fair.
a gift card to Carfax.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
That's fair. That's
know?
fair.
Yeah, I was thinking of things that you could like get gift cards as because that makes more sense.
Yeah.
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 It was really funny how you were really stuck on Target for a while. I was like,
That
I don't
was
like
pretty
Target
funny.
that much. Like, I
Yeah.
do like Target. Target's fun to go to, but
No,
not
but once that
fun.
fucking
I thought
gear
Amazon
started
was gonna do
turning,
it.
Amazon was pretty good.
Amazon
It
was
was
Because
really
there's
good.
also Amazon.
It was really
Fresh,
funny when you
there's the in-store
initially,
stuff.
Yeah.
when you initially said Best Buy, I was like, what the fuck do I care about Best Buy? And then you were like, and I was like,
Mining rig, and you're
yeah,
like-
mining
When
rig.
he
I can
brought
do
that
that.
up, I was like, fuck. That was a good one.
Granted,
That's a
I'm
good
pretty
one.
sure we could have made that work because I think we were just doing a
Yeah.
lot of math like kind of wrong.
Probably. It was just
I
way
think
too
you
much
get the
research.
lower ends because
I-
you get more. You get more
I could get like a large rack that can hold multiple cards.
Yeah.
You know,
because
Yeah.
4090 they don't generate that much. So you get a shit ton of the smaller ones
that too.
to create more.
Yeah.
of a
I
value
think
of it.
the
I
main
think
thing
that would've
is
been
like
it.
20K is really not that much money in the grand scheme of things. If it
I
was
mean,
like
it's a start.
it's definitely a start, but like 20K is not enough to build any substantial business. So
If
if,
I-
it went
yeah.
higher, if there's an extra zero behind that, like there ain't no
Oh, yeah,
way
for
I'm
sure.
winning. Okay, so that leaves you, my guy, to
Yeah,
be
I'm the
deciding
mediator.
factor.
I don't know
Alright.
it.
And honestly, by just sheer coincidence, I think this is a really good one for Josh to decide.
me?
Here's the real spicy thing. Let
Is
me
this a trap and a big mommy?
no.
That is typical. What do
that
I
could
want?
be safe for a future one if you wanna.
Ah,
Be the mediator for that one.
convince me.
Convince me, bro. But the trap is just like your bro, man. Like,
No, but they're hot.
But the big mommy can shove her between your legs or her legs. Anyways,
I'm starting to get a fucking headache. Okay, let me fucking set the
Squish your head.
stage here. Just
what?
tense
Oh.
up real good. This is about to be a real fucking
That's
thing.
hard. I'm
right?
kind of tall.
All right, here we
I'm
go.
not a short king.
Yeah.
Really stay with me here because this is gonna be a wild ride.
Oh no.
I don't know how I feel about this.
There are too many fucking school shootings. America's
Whoa! All right.
America's been pushed to the breaking point. The deciding factor lands on video games. The liberal says that kids learn gun violence from them. And the Republican says, no. The more guns, the more freedom, the fucking better.
How's this good
so
for me?
now,
Yeah, I don't.
so now,
Maybe because of video
there's
games.
no in between. Either we get rid of every single shooter games, or we can only have shooter games.
How is that? How does that benefit anything?
No, yeah.
What's the argument for that?
The real argument is really just, do you want to get rid of all shooter games or get rid of everything else besides shooter games? That's the real argument.
Okay,
All
so
the
then we're
rest
not
of it is
talking.
fluff.
It's okay.
It's not on school shooting. It's just based off that. The other thing is
That,
just
that
for
was
flavor.
unnecessary. You should just start off with that.
It's honestly just flavor text. I was just trying to fucking
That did
cook.
not help at all.
All right,
Flavor text was that?
It confused me more.
real fucking dumb one. But it was good.
It was like taking black garlic and shoving it into like a Kraft mac and cheese grilled cheese sandwich. You know what I mean?
That actually sounds pretty good.
Okay. So
that's the stance. Either get rid of all games currently that are not shooters, or
And
get rid of
only
all
shooters.
games that are shooters. You can go first. Take your stance.
I'll go for shooters.
I knew he's gonna go for shooters.
Yeah, I mean you can't. I don't. Yeah,
All right, you want to?
Apex.
That's it. That's it. Just Apex.
I mean Apex Legends, right? You don't have that anymore. You don't have Call of Duty that you really are looking forward to playing with your dad. You don't have
That's fair.
that. You don't have like all the shooter games that we played together.
I have a lot of nostalgia for shooters.
Yeah, you don't have Titanfall anymore.
Well, I didn't care much about
Okay,
Titanfall,
well you
honestly.
wouldn't have like Gears of War
I wouldn't have Black
or
Ops 2.
Halo, Black
all
Ops
the
2.
Halo games.
Yeah,
Doom wouldn't exist. Doom's
Doom.
really good.
Doom wouldn't exist.
Doom really set
Well,
up like this.
is the rules for this that it wouldn't like it would have never existed, or we're just deleting them?
deleting them.
Okay,
like
cool.
it would
So-
still exist, but like because it's like a current thing, we can't really go back in time and change it.
Oh.
Like, it doesn't really make sense.
got
That's
it.
pushing it too far. It's
Yeah,
more
yeah.
so of like a government decision. Burn all copies of this game.
Got it,
You
got it.
can no longer play it. It's
Okay.
gone. It's now illegal
So
to
I have
own and
Black
play
Market
those.
Black Ops 2.
Let's say black market is cheap shot. Let's say no black market.
Okay,
There's
okay.
absolutely no way you can get those games
Okay.
and play them
Yeah.
anymore.
Does
But you still have
GT
memories of them.
Does GTA count as a shooter?
I think GTA is
Oh.
too broad to be a shooter.
Okay,
Bad-
Because it's not
guns.
shooter focused. There's way too many things.
okay, I can.
Because
go with
like
that.
if you put it that way, any games that shoots anything could be considered a
Minecraft
shooter.
mod.
Yeah.
Nah, not Minecraft.
Let's say for Minecraft, all the mods involving shooting is gone.
No.
You can no longer have a
Oh,
bow. I'm just kidding.
shit.
No, bows are fine.
Yeah, you wouldn't have like
Like,
all
is
the
it-
nostalgic games.
I think the sheer amount of games that you would get rid of besides that is just far outweighs the shooter games.
I think
understand.
nowadays, I only play Apex.
That's what
right.
I'm saying.
But you wouldn't have Spider-Man 2 now, would you?
No, yeah, I wouldn't have Spider-Man. I wouldn't have Monster Hunter.
You wouldn't
Monster
have
Hunter's really
Life
fun.
of P. You wouldn't have
Yeah.
Black Myth Wukong, the two games you're looking forward to right now. I'm just saying they'll be gone. There's
Yeah,
no
that's
shooters.
fair.
Ah,
You wouldn't have.
Like I haven't even touched all the old COD games, and I can always find a different game to play with my dad.
I was actually gonna say that you wouldn't have World at War anymore.
World of War is good.
The
Yeah.
thing that we're doing right now is convincing Josh to either get rid of all shooter games
Or
or
get rid
to
of-
get rid of all games that aren't shooter games.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like.
Yeah. But think about this: you will also get rid of Dark Souls.
You get rid of all the Dragon Ball games.
But then
too.
you would get. But if
Oh,
you do the other one,
is gone, bro. All the fighter
I
games
didn't
is
think
gone.
about that.
Easy money. Watch this.
but what about
bullshit.
Contra?
Look, okay, I just thought
Mega
about
Man.
it. Yeah, we would lose Titanfall, Bert.
You will
Yeah,
also.
I was gonna say
I
Titanfall.
just thought about it. We would lose Dragon Ball Tenkaichi 4. I can't give up on that.
But then you would give up on Apex though.
That's fine.
And what about Destiny?
That's you.
fucking Bert's arguing against Destiny.
You're the only one that plays Destiny.
Fuck you guys. You guys didn't want to play Destiny.
I literally invited you. I asked you if you wanted to play it. You never said anything. I was like, you let me know.
That arrow is gone.
Well, let's
arrow
bring it
is
back. Let's play some raids. Let's get some fucking losers and play again.
They didn't want to play with me because they said it was gay.
It is
And I'm like,
gay.
And now I brought them back. Now we can do it. I can get fucking
No,
gay
it's-
ass play raids with us. And we can, yeah, well, exactly. We could use him as cannon fodder. Same thing with Nick. He's fat enough. He could be our wall.
I'm the Titan. Look, honestly,
I
the
think I
only
got
thing
him.
you had going for you
I
initially was
got him.
that if we just got rid of like back then, like it never existed. Like it
I like
just
a
got
good
wiped out
challenge.
my memory.
Sure, wipe out memories too. Why not? Go back in time, take away all of the fucking nostalgia. Do it. You won't. What about that? Like, does that push you over to his side?
Why are
If
you
get
trying to
rid of-
give him me? Why are you trying to push it
Because
to me,
I'm
man?
very heavily leaning towards.
Yeah, he's
Jaden right
like
now.
40 on my side, and I don't want that. I want a good game.
Let's see. Hold
I'm
on.
here for the sport, baby.
Like what? I just play Apex because it's
I
there.
mean, Apex is fun.
It's
but-
What
fun,
other
it's
games
short.
did you have you played with your dad that aren't shooters like that?
I can figure out games to play with my dad. I have a few that I can play with him. Horror games, I can play horror games with my
You
dad.
could play horror games. Well, Resident Evil will be gone, but all the other
Resident
horror games
Evil
will
would
be
be
Is it
gone.
gone.
shooter?
Dead Space would be gone.
I think
mean,
those
it's-
count as shooters
they're
because the main
mainly shooter.
thing is you shooting stuff. So
But I
I
can play
guess that
Silent
counts.
Hill and PT. He still has that. I can play
True.
Outlast with him.
True.
Don't you shoot people in Outlast?
No.
I'm gonna say wipe all memories. Like it's just like the concept of shooter games doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
I
I'll
don't
lose
think that
zombies.
changes. I don't think that would change anything. Because if he doesn't know it exists, then why does he care? You know.
I will lose the
Well-
nostalgia of like that time with my dad at that point.
Yeah.
But you would have played other games with him then.
I guess so. I guess the time traveling thing doesn't really work if you
Yeah,
count
kind of.
that.
You would have just played other games with him instead.
I don't know. I feel like the gaming scape would be.
Battlefield, Battlefront.
I didn't play those with my dad.
It's like a,
Fuck.
let's do this. It's like a memory wiping thing. Like you know it's gonna happen, and legally they just wipe your memory of all those. So if you're playing video games with your dad, you're no longer playing video games.
Nah, at this
with
point,
him
there's
doing
too
that.
many conditions. Like I lost. That's it.
Rip.
Yeah.
Chose the wrong side, bro.
Well, yeah. I didn't know
Walked
how
into
many
the
like
whole fucking
fighter
house,
games. I didn't know you were
baby.
so into fighting game.
I would actually have time to play into fighting games. Now.
Yeah, I didn't realize that you were so into Dragon Ball games.
I didn't even have to
Yo, the
bring.
Tenkaichi series is awesome.
I never played it, and I
Really?
almost never heard you talk about it. So I don't.
Well,
I
I
didn't
talked
know
about
that.
it with Bert.
That's gay.
I didn't even have to bring up Pokemon.
Yeah, I will lose on Pokemon, Mega Man.
I was trying. Well,
I didn't even have to bring up Smash. Like
Yeah, Smash
well,
is a big one.
I brought up Mega Man because that's technically a shooter.
Is
no?
it?
I mean, it's more shooting.
I
it's a
guess you're
platformer,
shooting.
more of a shooter.
You're still shooting dudes. I mean, your main form of attack is shooting dudes. You know.
Fuck.
I think that counts.
I think you went in too fast, too rash on the shooter once.
Well, I mean that's all I have. That's all I really know. You know.
That is fair. That
Yeah.
I
is fair.
also I like Tetris too. I like my puzzle games.
I think it would have been difficult to convince him to let go of shooter games.
No,
'Cause that's
yeah.
all he got.
Yeah. No, it would have been really hard. I don't think there's really any game you
That's
could have.
not a shooter.
That's
you
not
play.
a shooter that I don't play and that I
What Skyrim count as a shooter?
I don't care about Skyrim.
Skyrim
just
would
asking.
Absolutely
Yeah,
not
no,
count.
it definitely doesn't count. I was thinking about the Fallout games, but if we don't count Skyrim, then we don't count Fallout.
Then
Yeah.
yeah, that's why.
Those are like more open world than anything. There's
Yeah.
so much more to do, and also you're not strictly limited to just shooting. I don't
Because-
think those count as shooter games because you're not
Yeah,
limited.
since if GTA wasn't considered a shooter, then I think
Yeah.
Yeah, the other
Fallout,
ones.
maybe Starfield doesn't count as a shooter too.
I thought about Starfield, but I was
Yeah.
like, you haven't even played Starfield, so
No.
one, you wouldn't even care. And two, if I'm not going to bring Skyrim, Fallout, or GTA
Yeah.
into it, Starfield doesn't count at all.
Yeah.
I think a more heated topic would have been the trap or the Tommy Mommy.
Yeah, I think. I don't think that one was very spicy. I think if you
Yeah.
made it political, then that would have been spicy. But I mean, just trying to get rid of.
Well,
When I
let's
say-
do the trap and the Tommy Mommy.
When,
that's
when I
hella
say
funny.
spicy, it's mainly like
I can't choose.
Interesting?
Actually.
no, it's mainly like how much of our personal life does it involve. Here's the hot debate, right? Lose both of your arms or lose both of your legs.
Bert, what are you doing? Lose both your arms or legs?
That's not.
Why would
right?
you lose your cock?
Jesus.
You like primarily use that for everyday living.
No, yeah. If we really want a spicy one for me, it would have been the.
But Dami Mommy. Or
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
That is a really.
You
want
want to do that one? Or you want to? We could do that one right
no,
now.
my voice is done.
No.
I don't know if you can tell. Like I'm speaking at half of what I could.
We can
I'm
do
gone.
that next time. I'll put that in the notes.
Let's do it. This was honestly way more fun than I thought it was gonna be.
I think for you, it would have been losing visual art as a form, like painting, drawing, etc., as a form of art, or losing music as a form of art.
Yeah, visual art and audio art. Yeah,
I
that's
think
rough.
for you, that would have been the big thing.
Yeah.
I mean, since like the trick about this is make this like slightly broader than it should be, so that there's like room for argument, right? For example, if I go like, well,
Mangas would be
it's a
gone.
movie, technically a visual art
Yeah.
more
Well,
so
Well, I'm
than
talking
a-
about like
you know?
drawing and like
right,
painting, things like that.
right. But some could argue filmmaking is an art.
It 100% is, but I'm just talking about the
I
creation
think he's talking about
of
still art.
Yeah.
yeah, like still art, like you drawing, painting, designing, things like that. Like the
Yeah.
things that you are specifically studying.
I think the main thing is that I lean heavily towards visual art, which is why I'm majoring in it, right?
Right.
Because I'm more of a visual person. However, the argument against like the sound thing is that I listen to music
Yeah.
all
Exactly.
the time. I basically lived off of like my headbuds in the entirety of high school. I don't think
Yeah.
there was a single day where I didn't listen to anything.
That's
for
what
high
I'm saying.
school.
Like I think
Right.
something
That's-
like that
that's
would
a
have been
strong
more.
argument.
That would have been like a really hard one, I think.
yeah, that would be a pretty hard
That's
one.
pretty much getting rid of your eyes, getting rid of your ears.
Ears?
Well, I already can't see, so
No, you see in widescreen, so
but,
that's fine.
you're right. I could
You
scan.
just
I
gotta
can be like,
scan. Yeah.
full circle, baby. We're fucking back. Chucklefux.
Racist.
Oh, shit.
Ching.
You guys got any more important notes that you're dying to get off your chest?
I don't know if I
Or are
have
we
like
done?
important notes. I have like small, not small notes, but I just have other notes.
We are like 2
No,
hours.
we're 2 hours in.
Yeah, we're 2 hours in. We
We're
don't really-
2:07.
We should end it now.
Let's do it.
Thank you guys for joining us for the Chucklefux podcast. This was episode 22.
3.
Wait, this is the third one?
Yep.
Oh yeah, 23. Fuck, I still can't fucking count. I was so
no
confident
matter
on
if
that
it's
too.
in the beginning or the end, we just still
Still.
do this every episode. It's fucking great.
It's just him.
It's a fucking Chucklefuck
Just him.
staple for him to not
When I
remember
did,
how
when
many
I did the
episodes.
intros,
yeah.
I did perfectly. I
You're right.
never messed up.
You're right. You're right.
Follow us on X, Threads, Instagram, Patreon, OnlyFans, YouTube, Apple Podcasts. There's no Google Podcasts anymore, so I don't think is it just podcasts.
We keep a
in
lookout
general?
for Josh shot glasses
No.
made out of his anus. we
Are we
take
gonna
a we,
mold my asshole.
yeah, we take a
Yeah.
we take a mold of Josh's
Eventually, we're
asshole.
gonna shove silicone up your ass so we can mold it into a shot glass.
Eventually being
Eventually, being tomorrow.
okay. I have to piss.
No, that's my move.
End it.
Can we share the move?
You
wanna cross
wanna
streams,
cross
bro?
End it. End it now.
Goodbye.
Don't fucking tell me what to
Turn it
do.
off.
Watch this.